Shalom, we want to give all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. We say Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai. And we give double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and much love to the elect brethren on the four corners of the planet Earth that's pushing this truth with sincerity, honesty, and faith to help seal the elect that the Lord brings in. We're at the time of great things are about to happen, man. But we still have guys that are pretty much stuck in the time machine. They're stuck in limbo. They're in spiritual purgatory. The Lord has woke and given them the flesh and the skin, but the breath is not in them, man. Okay, that's why it's a great thing to have men teach you the right way, and the Lord gives you the spirit to, how you say, come unto Him the right way, or go to the men that have the truth, man. Because you have guys that are coming in other powers' names, man. They're coming in a power. They're coming in it ain't even a power. They're coming in another name. They're not preaching the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So let me start off with this verse to show you why they're not understanding, or they're not getting it. This is the book of Psalms 25 and verse 14. This is Psalms 25 and verse 14. And it says, we'll start at verse 13. 12. No, 11, Salakia. It says, for thy name's sake, O Lord, pardon my iniquity. You see that? So these guys, they're not even, with them not using the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, they're not even, how you say, they're not even pardoning their sins. They're not going, because Yahushua is the mediator. He's the one that is going to the Father and speaking our names and speaking for us and vouching for us, as you may say. And it says, verse 11, for thy name's sake, O Lord, pardon mine iniquity, for it is great. Because it is great. Israel's sin is great. That's why He's put the Spirit on the men to come back to Him with prayers, supplication, and we're making our bodies a living sacrifice. That's why we go out in the winter. Okay? That's why we do the things that the Lord has ordered us to do and commanded us to do. And it says, for thy name's sake, O Lord, pardon my iniquity, for it is great. What man is he that feareth the Lord? Him shall He teach in the way that he shall choose. Let me read that again. What man is he that feareth the Lord? Him shall He teach in the way that he shall choose. His soul shall dwell at ease. And where's our soul dwelling at? Is in this truth. Is in the full understanding of this truth that is given through the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. That's the comforter. That's the scripts. It's not that chocolatey vampire. Okay, it's this scriptures. It's the book. And it says, and the understanding of it. And it says, his soul shall dwell at ease, and his seed shall inherit the earth. The secret of the Lord is with them that fear Him. So this Bible is full of secrets. That's why these guys are reading it like, oh, it's plain Jane. It's a this Bible is not a pop-out book. It's not like you used to, you open a page and all of a sudden it just pops out at you and you know what the page the story on that page is talking about. It's not that. Let me read it again. The secrets of the Lord is with them that fear Him, and He will show them His covenant. Mine eyes are ever towards the Lord, for He shall pluck my feet out of the net. And that main net is the net of Esau. Okay? And these other philosophies, these other wicked things, these other gods. Okay? Because Esau's a form of a net when it comes with that Jacob's trouble. And you also have this time of martial law. And then you have these philosophies that He's plucked us out of. Because before we came into this truth, we believed we were in the net. We were trapped. Okay? Let me get the next precept. We're going to jump right into this. Proverbs 3 and 32. This is Proverbs 3 and verse 32. And it says, 31, envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. The forward is an abomination to the Lord, but his secrets is with the righteous. Alright, so let's play this video.
Galatians chapter 3. Galatians 3:28. There is neither Jew nor Greek. There is neither bond nor free. There is neither male nor female. Okay. For you are all one in Christ.
Stop right there. Right there, I think we would all know this.
We are all what? One.
What that mean?
One blood, right?
What that mean?
So what is that? What is the difference between a black and a white? Number one, that didn't God create us all?
Let's prove the Bible. Let's give me the Bible. Let's let the Bible speak for itself.
Didn't God create us?
We're gonna go through that. Let's let God speak for himself.
So now you see that they're not getting it, man. The ways of this world has this dude thinking that, oh, everybody can save it and make it. This Bible, you need to go into the words and go into the understanding. That's why we're gonna jump right into the lesson. And the lesson is we'll start Salakia at Acts 16:1. And it says, then came he to Derbe and Lystra, and behold, a certain disciple was there, named Timotheus, the son of a certain woman which was a Jewish, and believed, but his father was a Greek. Okay, so now we're gonna get into these words, because you have to go into the understanding of the words to get that's part of the secrets. Now you can see how the Most High allowed the book to be translated and to be not even say tampered with, but to be moved the way it was. Just like the Apocrypha was taken out to fulfill the name Apocrypha. Sent away hidden. Okay, so now we're getting it back, and the secrets of it the Lord is breaking down. So it says, then he came to Derbe. Okay, let's look at Derbe. Let's look at that word. And it says Derbe, tanner of skin, cover of skin, a city in Lycaonia, on the conference of Assyria. Okay, now all we're going to do is highlight this so we can know and get an understanding of where this place is at. Alright, that's why I'm doing this, so we can know, we can get a greater understanding, and for myself. I mean, I've done it and looked at it, but we're just going to do it again. Okay, if you see where it's at, Lycaonia, okay, it's right in the region of Turkey. Alright, and even if you go to the web and we go into Wikipedia and read about it, it says Lycaonia, Greek Turkish, was a large region in the interiors of Asia Minor, north of Mount Taurus. It was beyond the east by Cappadocia, and the north of Galatia, on the west by Phrygia and Pisidia, while on the south it extended to the chain of Mount Taurus, Salakia, Mount Taurus, where it bordered the country popularly called in earlier times Cilicia, and in the Byzantine period. Okay, so that's it on that. So we got where that location is at. So we're gonna go right back to it. And it says, then he came to Derbe and Lystra. Okay, so let's type in Lystra. It's the same area, but just for the same. Lystra, ransoming. It says a city in the east part of the great plain of Lycaonia. Alright, and let's go. Let's lock it. And it says, and behold, a certain disciple was there named Timotheus. Okay, let's click on his name. Timotheus. Timothy, honoring the Most High, honoring God. Let's play it.
Strong's G 5095, Timotheus. Timotheus.
Okay, honoring the Most High. It says a resident of Lystra, apparently whose father was a Greek and mother a Jewish. He was Paul's traveling companion and fellow laborer. Fellow laborer. That's what I wanted to get. Now we're gonna get this precept to show you. This is the book of 1 Corinthians. Or Salakia. We're going to go first to Psalms. Let's go to Psalms 147 and verse 19. It says, He showeth his words unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. So right here, this verse is showing you that the Most High is not going to show his words and his statutes unto no other nation but the nation of Israel. Okay, so he's not going to negate that. He might show dreams and so-called visions unto the other nations, but who breaks those dreams down and who has the understanding of those dreams is Israel, Yasharallah. So now put yourself in this position. Timothy was doing the work with Paul. So this is going to lead to the next verse. This is 1 Corinthians 14 and verse 32. And it says, And the spirit of the prophet are subject to the prophets, for the Most High is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints. Okay, so what does that mean? What does that mean? So if Timothy was able to, how you say, understand the scriptures and break it down, his spirit was subject unto a spirit of a prophet. And we know that the prophets have to be of Israel, have to be of Yasharallah, have to be of the Jacob, as you may say. They have to be of the elect, of the saints. So there's no way that this man, if he was a so-called Greek, he would be able to fall into that category if his father was a Greek. But we're going to get into it. But this is just setting the pace for it. That the Most High is only dealing with Israel. And Timothy did a great work. Because we'll find out who Timothy was. Or actually, no, we'll do it right now. Okay? Control, copy. And we're going to go over here and we're going to type in Timothy. Alright? And then we're just going to see what pops up. Timothy. And see if this person was a Greek. And look who pops up. Timothy, Saint Timothy. Timothy, meaning honoring the Most High, or honoring the power, honoring Yahweh, was the 1st century Christian bishop of Ephesus, whom's tradition relates died around the year 97 AD. Anno Domini. It says he was from the Lycaonia city of Lystra in Asia Minor, became Paul's disciple and later his companion and co-worker. The New Testament indicates that Timothy traveled with St. Paul, who was also his mentor. Paul entrusted him with important assignments. He is addressed as the recipient of the epistles of Timothy. So look at that. Look at the great work that this so-called Greek did. But he wasn't a Greek, it was an Israelite. Okay? Because his father, let's go back into it, and we'll read it. And it says, disciple was there named Timothy, the son of a certain woman who was a Jewish. Okay? So let's get into that word Jewish, so we can get the understanding. Jewish, belonging to the Jewish nation. Jewish as a respect to birth, origin, or religion. So she was an Israelite. Okay, mainly of the tribe of Judah. Okay, now let's go and keep going. It says the Jewish and believed. Let's get this word here. Trusty, faithful, of persons who showed themselves faithful in transaction of business and execution of commands, of the discharge of official duties, one who is kept is plighting faith, worthy of trust, that can be relied on, easily persuaded, believing, confiding, trusting. Okay, so she believed. She was a how you say, a practicing Israelite, full Israelite. And it says Jewish which believed, but his father was a Greek. Now let's click that word Greek. And the word is Helen. A Greek either by nationality, whether a native of the mainland or of Greek islands or colonies. In a wider sense, the name embracing all nations or Jews that made the language, customs, and learning of the Greek their own. Primarily reference is to a difference in religions or worship. So he inducted, his father was a Greek. So he probably wasn't circumcised. He kept the ways of the Greeks, of the Grecians. He kept those things. He didn't call upon the Most High's name. He wore the clothes. He spoke the language. Walked like them, talked like them, act like them, ate like them. Okay, so now let's look into this. It says Hellenistic Judaism is a form of Judaism in the ancient world that combined Jewish religious tradition with elements of Greek culture. Until the fall of the Roman Empire, the Muslim and the Muslim conquest of the Eastern Mediterranean, the main center of Hellenist Judaism was Alexandria, Egypt, and Antioch, northern Syria, now Turkey. See? Then we go into where that land was at. Okay? In Turkey. So here we go again. This is where Timothy was from and his father was dwelling at. And it says northern Syria, now Turkey, and two main Greek urban settlements in the Middle East and North Africa area, both founded at the end of the 4th century BCE in the walk of the concept of Alexander the Great. Hellenistic Jews also existed in Jerusalem during the Second Temple period, where there was conflict between Hellenizers and traditionalist so-called Judaizers. So that's the problem right there. That was where the problem was arising, because you had the converts that came back to their understanding was being looked down upon from the actual the natural born Jerusalem that lived in Jerusalem, the natural born Israelites. It's just like today. If you have somebody that goes that born, just like example, if I was born in another country but come to America, so then turn around, if I go back to my where I was born at, I don't speak that way. I don't wear their clothes. I don't eat their food. But I have family back there and so-called people that somewhat know my family. Okay, but but they would look at me as a foreigner. They would look down on me as a foreigner because of the way I dressed and acted, and my mannerisms was not the same as theirs. So it's the same thing that was going on back then. That's why you had that separation, and that's why Yahweh Hashem Yahushua set up Paul to go into the dispersed and to teach them and to seal them and to bring them in, just like we're in the time today. We're in the book of Acts all over again, just like the elders have told us, man. Okay? So let's read it again. And it says, Then came he to Derbe and Lystra, and behold, a certain disciple was there named Timothy, the son of a certain woman which was a Jewish, and believed, but his father was a Greek. So okay, his father was a Hellenized, it was an Israelite that converted into the ways of the Greeks or the Grecians. and he adopted those ways and he followed those, and he wasn't teaching Timothy. Okay, we don't know, but I mean, he was into that Greek philosophies and Greek ways, just like you have now. When you have brothers that wake up unto the truth, but you might have your father that's into Muslims, or he's into the church, or he's into any kind of other philosophy, but the Lord has chosen you and brought you out of that. Okay, so I hope you brothers were edified, and I hope you have learned something, Lord willing, and that's why we hope and pray that the Lord just brings in the elect, so we may, how do you say, go home, man, and get out of this condition that we're in, and the Lord brings us into rest. So with that, I'm going to give all praise to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Barakathu Yahweh, Barakathu Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom. And much love to you, brothers. Keep faith. Keep faith. We're almost home. Keep faith.